All right. This one about my man Big C. Big shout out to the Supreme Team, Prince, Supreme, and my man Harry Hunt, aka Big C. All right. So we're gonna get this thing right. We're gonna just start off like this, man.
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located on the North Island, Freeport.
Tune in to Unique Mecca Audio.
All right, Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm gonna tell you about my man Big C. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. The Cash App is there. The game is to be sold, not to be told. Y'all need to catch up. And I'm gonna make sure you catch up because we all here to teach each other how this thing go between the streets and in the prison. That's what Unique Mecca Audio is about, man. All right. And you know we got the book of Roaring Harlem. All right. We got a Roaring Harlem at a roaringharlem.com or roaringharlem.com to get the book and the audio book. Now I'm gonna tell you about my man Big C. Y'all been hearing about Supreme Prince. I saw the documentary on Showtime, loved it. You know what I mean? Eric Adams was up there speaking, the thing was proper. But remember, we did things when we was young. You know what I mean? So you can't hold us responsible for what we did when we was young, because that's equivalent to holding somebody responsible for what they don't know. You know what I mean? Even Bill Clinton said he smoked weed, but he didn't hold it in and inhale it when he was young. You know what I mean? So let's get this thing straight, man. Now, we got Big C. Big C, my man. When the Supreme went to trial, rest in peace to Tawana Gooden. She was on Pistol Pete case, just so you see I'm connected to everybody and everything. I'm going to break it down to you. Now, Tawana Gooden was going to their trial every day, you know what I mean, to show the support. So, you know, back in those days, let's keep it 100, ladies, gentlemen, from the crack era, you already know how it is. You got females that talk to all the ballers from whatever crew, you know what I mean, that they dealing with. So we got Tawana. Tawana, you know, I spend the night with her, stay at the hotel, we do what we do. You know, in the morning I drop off at Brooklyn House. That's where they went to trial at. Even though they from Queens, they went to trial in Brooklyn. I drop off in Brooklyn and I give her a little $200 to make sure that she had enough. So when the lawyers, you know, said it was lunchtime, she could, you know, order them whatever, you know, cuisine they wanted to eat, you know what I mean, for lunch, you know, hamburgers, steak, whatever, because, you know, that might be the last street food that they eat. So this is how we play. This is how ballers do with each other. So they going through it. So while they going through their trial, me and Tawana, we at the hotel the night before. The next morning, I drop her off at the hotel, at the courthouse, give her a couple of $100, $200, $300. So everybody got a little $100. You know, they was going to trial doing their thing. And, you know, Big C, my heart. I used to go to Queens and hang out with him, you know what I mean? And, you know, do my thing. He didn't like coming to Harlem because he was a Queensboro man, you know what I mean? But now, Big C, he doing his thing, so I made sure all of them had their little food, you know, doing their trial through Tawana Gooden, you know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of them probably didn't even know it because I went through Tawana and it wasn't about them. It was about, you know, representing the street and the hood and the struggle. And the struggle was these brothers going to trial, you know what I mean? And, you know, I wanted to at least be able to buy them their little lunchtime meal, make sure everybody all right. So now I get locked up in 93. When I get locked up in 93, you know, I wind up going to Lewisburg. When I go to Lewisburg, I'm there for about maybe 6 months, and then here come Big C come to the joint. So Big C come to the joint, he laughing, and he like, man, yo, what up? You know, and it's like old reunion. So you youngins watching this the little reunion that we had. We happy to see each other just to see each other, but we wasn't happy to see each other in the belly of the beast. And at the same time, we both on appeal. We hoping to win the appeal and go home because when you first get locked up, you swear to God you're gonna win your appeal. Just letting y'all know. You swear to God you're gonna win your appeal. But it ain't that damn easy. You know what I mean? So, you know, we doing our thing and we in Lewisburg and I'm over there in I block C down there in B block, you know, with my man Camacho and you know what I mean? And Dap, big shout out to Dap from the Bronx, official dude. You know what I mean? I'm waiting to get in touch with Dap now because Dap home. Big shout out to Dap. Y'all know Dap. That Dap know that I said his name. But I'm not gonna give y'all no DAP stories until I get the approval from DAP, because that's how I roll. I get approval before I do anything. You understand what I'm saying? I get approval from the men before I call their name. See my man, and that's my heart, so I can speak on C. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing but positive stories for him. You know what I mean? As far as representation of the hood and being a gangster. You know what I mean? But now, if he was alive, I know he would approve of me doing this story. So I'm gonna tell you about Big C. We in Allenwood. You know what I mean? Well, we in Lewisburg. We ain't gonna get to Allenwood yet. Me and C in Allenwood. C, come check me out. I'm over there in our block. You know, rest in peace to my man Prime too, Prime Minister Obama Jet. You know what I mean? Those of y'all from Brooklyn know Obama Jet. Obama got caught up in a case from North Carolina. He was in the state, doing time in the state, did like maybe 8-10 years in the state, came home, went down to North Carolina with the homies, and got caught up on their indictment because the Fed was already watching him. He wasn't even down here 6 months. I tried to help him with his case to let him know you got to at least be down there 6 months before they could give you, you know, a conspiracy charge with something. You have to be conspiring for 6 months or more. So we was fighting that issue with Obama. You know what I mean? Prime Minister. That was his 5% of name. Peace to the gods. Now, Obama Jet chilling, and that was my man. You know, Obama, you know, let me stop saying Obama. Prime went on a visit, so you know who Prime is, and you understand how prison is, so you youngins know how serious it is. Prime goes on a visit. His girl come to see him. She bring him some balloons of weed. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we need the weed to keep our head right, and we get the weed so that we can make a couple of dollars, send home to our girl to help pay for the trip coming up, because Lewisburg, it was only, an hour and 20 minutes from the city. So they had buses that you call, they call it buses, but really vans. They had van services, dudes that own the van, and you call the van and you tell the van, hey, I'm trying to go to Lewisburg tomorrow, and they tell you, okay, what time you gonna be there, you know what I mean? And where you're gonna be at let's say 3 o'clock, and they line the time up to go from like Brooklyn to Queens, you know what I mean, to Manhattan to the Bronx, and then get on the highway by like, you know what I mean, 7:30 to get there by 8:30, 8:45, because you got to get there before 10 o'clock for count. They got that 10 o'clock weekend count. If you don't make that 10 o'clock count, you're not going to come out from the visit till after 11 o'clock when the count cleared. 9 times out of 10, about 11:30. So, you know, they had the vans come pick you up. So, you know, we had girls that used to go like, you know, the Willie's Lounge and hang out. So they partying at Willie's Lounge, and the van say they're going to come pick them up at 3 o'clock in the morning in Harlem. So instead of staying home, sleep, and might oversleep and miss the visit, they go to Willie's Lounge, carry their little overnight bag. So if you want your girls to go through this, you keep breaking the law, doing what you do. So that's why I'm giving y'all the real. You know what I mean? So picture your girl going to a local bar to go hang out, because the van service that's going to bring them to come see you don't leave. You know, it's going to pick them up at 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, so that they could go to the Bronx or, you know, Brooklyn or Queens and move around, and then get on the turnpike and come down to Pennsylvania. So that's how that was. You know what I mean? So now they go pick them up, bring them up there. So now when they come up, you know, our girls bring the weed. Yeah, we all had our girls bringing the weed. Let's keep it 100. If you're official nigga, you know what I mean? You're not to talk. You're not to manipulate. Yes, manipulate your woman into bringing some weed to help making your time less stressful, and so that you can get a little paper. So if you want to go through all this to be less stressful, get a little paper instead of walking to the corner bodega store and copping your bag of weed, keep doing what you're doing, wind up in prison, and you got to go through these misconceptions. So Prime goes on a visit with his girl, and his girl come up, and she bring him about 20 good balloons. You know what I mean? Each balloon is about the size of your thumb. So she bring him like 20, 30 balloons. He plan on swallowing it. So he go out on a visit. So while he out there chilling with her, whatever, she might put a couple of balloons in her mouth, and he be like, give me a kiss, babe, because you was able to sit next to your girl then. Now the Fed stopped sitting next to your girl and got you sitting across from your girl, because they don't want no physical contact, so it's no passing or nothing. But, you know, we say, give me a kiss, girl. You know, your girl pop a couple balloons. You say, give me a kiss when she ready. Give you the eye tap. You tell you that she ready, and she give you a kiss. Mwah. When she kiss you, she take her tongue and blah, she spit that joint in your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? You take that joint, you take a little soda, a little popcorn, and you swallow it down. Prime Minister, he had the bright idea which a lot of other brothers did too. You know what I mean? Prime Minister had the bright idea that he gonna put the popcorn in the bag. She could just take the popcorn out, eat the popcorn. And it's easy to get in the mouth by eating the popcorn out the bag. You know, the little microwave popcorn, because they sell them on a visit for like 50 cents back then. Yeah, 50 cents. So they pop the joint and, you know, say, give me kiss, pass the little 20 balloons, go back, then do defecate the balloons out. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit the Cash App button and subscribe. Like, Cash App, and subscribe, man. The game is to be sold, not told. Represent the OG and do like we do. You understand what I'm saying? Back in the days when the dude gave us good information, gave us wisdom, you know what I mean? We blessed them with a couple of dollars. Now y'all got Cash App because we can't physically see you. But anyway, Prime Minister got his girl putting all the balloons in a bag and she popping it up, blah, 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 blah. So now the police, they peek the move. So they roll up on him. They surround him like 10 police deep in the visiting hall. They say, give me the popcorn, nigga. You know what I mean? So he gives over the popcorn bag. And when he give over the popcorn bag, they look in the bag. He's still got 4 or 5 balloons. So now they know he got balloons in him. So now if you youngins want to go through all this, keep doing what you're doing. So now when they get him, they lock him up, take his girl off the visit, cancel the visit. Now they call the police. They want to try and give her a street charge, but it's only weed, so they can't really do nothing to her because it's only weed. But they take a name and they tell her you ain't going to be able to come back on federal grounds because you brought weed on federal grounds. So you want to go through all this to get weed and put your girl in life's harm's way. And y'all say, nah, I never had my girl do that. Go try doing life in prison or 20 years in prison and tell me if the only way you could get weed is your girl conspiring with you to bring it, if you going to bring it or not bring it. So don't say I didn't tell you, because I done got caught up in the visiting hall in Lewisburg too. You know what I mean? And lost my visit and continued to do it when I got my visit again. And when you get caught with the visit, they take that girl off the visit and she can never come see you again as long as you're doing your life sentence. So until you die, you're not going to be able to see her. But yet you jeopardize her by having her bringing the weed any goddamn way. Y'all paying attention? All right, let's get this going. Now, so they grab the weed, they take the brother Prime in, and when they take you in and when they grab your weed, they take you in what they call, you know, the holding tank. But they don't call that the holding tank. The holding tank, when you first come in, they call it the dry tank. That's the dry tank because you're not allowed to have no liquid. It's all dry. You ain't got nothing on but a paper suit. You know what I mean? And, you know, you can't drink no water, can't drink nothing. They got to feed you. So they give you a little pack of Kool-Aid in a little 8-ounce cup that you put your Kool-Aid in, and that's the only thing you get to drink so that you can't try and flush the, you know what I mean, the thing out or nothing like that. So they put you in the dry tank, and you got to give them 3 defecations. You got to defecate 3 times. You hear me? 3 times. And each time you defecate, you got about 5 police come in. They bring your little shit pan. And, you know, you got to stand over. Picture you as a grown man. You stand over a shit pan. And you defecating over a pan. And you got 5 men watching you. And when your feces come out, they got the feces. They got their gloves on. They ain't wearing no mask. Because y'all wearing masks now. But they got their gloves on. I was getting ready to say mask. But they got their gloves on, smelling your feces. And they got 2 spatulas. You know what I mean? Like popsicle sticks, but they thick. You know what the spatula look like. They taking the spatula to sift through the feces to see if any balloons of weed is caught up in there. You know what I mean? That's the dry tank. You know what I mean? Because after, you know, you go out there, you swallow the balloons, you go back if you don't get caught. You know what I mean? Within a day or 2, you go to the bathroom a couple of times, and then the weed wake its way through your system, and then you defecate it out. Yes, defecate it out. Then take that, wash it off. You know what I mean? After they wash it off, then they take the joint and, you know, bust the balloon open, you know, and they bag up the weed. They sell like a dust joint for like $5 a stamp, which is like $25 because it's 5 books. $5 for each books. 5 books for one of them. Because that's how you get penitentiary rich. So now, after you do that, you go sell the weed to somebody and you smoke it. So if you youngins want to be smoking weed that went through a man's digestive system, came out his rectum, after he done defecated out, you know what I mean, in his feces, you know what I mean? And then he gonna go sell you the weed for you to put it in your mouth and smoke it after it then went through him. I'm giving you the raw, man. You know what I mean? Today's the raw deal. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe and hit that Cash App. You know what I mean? So now they got my man Prime in the joint. So he defecated, and when he defecated, being they got him in the dry tank, you know, the water cut off for the toilet, all that. So whenever you got to go to the bathroom, they bring the little, you know, shit pan up in there. he defecated out the weed. They called him, took his visit for, a year. But before that, you know what I mean? When he was getting his little weed in, he made sure everybody ate and everybody did their thing, So don't say that, he wasn't breaking bread. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother story. I think I might have told you about it. I got to look back on the videos where, we got a brother from the Bronx named Youngin that he used to always look out for. Youngins, people used to bring it to him too, do what he got to do. You know what I mean? So y'all don't know who Youngin is, so, ain't telling on Youngin or nothing, but just, giving y'all names so that you got a name to go with the character. But, so now Prime gets mad because he ain't got a visit no more. Youngin still doing his thing, you know what I mean? And he feel like Youngin's supposed to bless him. So I come there, he ready to push a move on, Youngin, saying that he was looking out for Youngin when he was bringing the weed in. Now that he ain't got to visit, Youngin ain't looking out for him. Dudes only look out for you and you could do something for them, being that he can't do nothing for Youngin. He vexed with Youngin because he feel like Youngin is not doing nothing for him. I had to push up on Youngin and say, yo, the homie mad at you, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And Youngin said, yo, I love the homie Prime, but man, right now, by the time everybody else run up on me and ask me for some weed, and I break all the homies off because there's so much homies because we right here in our backyard in Pennsylvania from New York. You understand what I'm saying? I done forgot about him. All I got is my little bit to last me till next week because he never opened his mouth. And Prime feel like he ain't had to open his mouth. You know what I mean? So Prime wind up, you know what I mean? Busting Youngin. You understand what I'm saying? Busting the meaning, he ripped him with a razor. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't breaking bread when he was breaking bread when he had the pack. You know what I mean? Youngin got shipped to Atlanta. I'm giving you two stories and one. I'm going to speed this up, made this a little long because y'all like it long. So Youngin gets shipped out to Atlanta. Youngin in Atlanta chilling. He run into another homie named Solo. You know what I mean? I talked about Solo in Lum Park with my man Kilo. Pay attention to these videos. Go back and watch these videos because they all fire. Don't think you got to watch the first ones. I got over 60 videos where a lot of this was already spoke on, so I want to say the same thing twice. But let me bounce past that because this is dealing with my man C from the Supreme Team. But anyway, me and C there, Prime ain't got no visit. Prime vexed because me and C, you know what I mean? We clicked up, we bonded, we all 5%, because Prime 5%, and C 5%, and we doing what we got to do. But Prime vexed because before C came, I was always with Prime. We hanging out, we smoking weed, we chilling, we doing what we doing. We had good conversation. I put him on a couple of girls. Big shout out to the shorty that put him on the shorty. I ain't gonna say her name. And you know what I mean? And the homie Prime wound up getting that shorty to get another shorty to get on somebody else's list that he was cool with, being that he didn't have a visit and couldn't get a visit, so she could bring the weed in and then bring the weed back to him. He break the homie off, then went and got the weed. You know what I mean? He breaks off the girl that he put his girl on, and he breaks his girl off for putting him on. You understand what I'm saying? And he's still eating, even though he can't go out there and, as we say in the penitentiary, catch. You know what I mean? Meaning catch the pack. All right. So now, we doing what we got to do, and, shit jumps off, and I get caught up in the ride, go to Lewisburg. So I ain't see C no more. That's in like 95. You know what I mean? Now, I come out of ADX about May 99 or something like that. When I come out of ADX, I get to Allenwood, C already in the hole. They told me C in the hole. You understand what I'm saying? So, me, I want to go see the homie. So, I winds up snuffing the dude. You understand what I'm saying? Easiest way to get to the hole, you bust a dude in the face. You understand what I'm saying? Police lock you up, you go to the shoe. I go to the shoe, I go see my man C up in the shoe, and I asked him, yo, what happened? Why you up here, my nigga? Damn, I just got out of ADX. I'm thinking we gonna be able to chill again, smoke some weed, hang out. You know what I mean? And C like, you. My girl came up, so this is about C now. I should stop here. I should really stop right here before I get this to you, because I already been on here 20 minutes. But I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes with C. And I'm even going to speed that up because I don't want to be on here too long, because, like I said, y'all act like y'all not a Cash App. When PBS got their fundraisers, them Europeans, they Cash App and look out for PBS to keep that station on. Y'all need to look out for Unique Mecca Audio to keep Unique Mecca Audio on, and to make sure Unique Mecca Audio make a couple of dollars. So these little fly edits you seen in here, I could look out for my man Jack. Came all the way up from Raleigh, North Carolina, set this bang-ass studio up for me. Everything costs money. You know what I mean?
Trying to be sponsored by the streets.
Huh? Tell them again. What you say?
We trying to be sponsored by the streets.
All right, that's my man Jax letting you know. Sponsored by the streets. You know what I mean? You know what the Cash App is. $1, $5, $10, whatever it is, man. But anyway, let me get back to Big C so you understand. Cash App, my nigga. You know what I mean? There it is on the screen. Now, Big C, he tell me, he said, you, man, damn, I heard you was coming, but shit got out of hand. I'm like, what you mean it got out of hand, family? He said, yo, you know, wifey came up to see me, and when she come up to see me, she get on the bus. She stayed in Chances. Y'all remember Chances from Queens, so you know I know what I'm talking about. Big shout out to Bimmy and the whole crew. You know what I mean? So now, you know what I mean? You know, he said she was at Chances all night, took the bus up here so she could get up here for 9:30 to beat the 10 o'clock count. She get up here at about 9:15, the van get up here. When my baby get up here, you know what I mean? She out there. And she go through the thing. They telling her that her hand tests positive because you got to put your hand through this thing. They got 5 little poles that go between each fingers to keep them separated. And it lets them know if you got any type of residue on your hand. Money got residue, man. You know what I mean? Because they made a big thing about this with taking people to visit because they said that their girl hand tests positive for residue, for methamphetamines, for heroin, for crack, for weed, for this, for that. So they told the warden, nah, nigga, that machine is fake. Nigga, money got residue on it. For people put drugs in money. So the warden put his hand through it and it came up positive for residue. So that's how they wound up kind of slowing down off it. But anyway, C-Girl put a hand through it, came up positive for residue. So they told her wait over there to the side. You know what I mean? Now, the next week she come back up, she make sure she wash her hands with alcohol, giving y'all the game. That's why I said Cash App, nigga, because you know when you go, got the residue. You know what I mean? The only way they make sure the residue not there, you take that rubbing alcohol, you get a bottle. You know what I mean? Back then it was like 79 cents. It might be $10 for a bottle now. But, you know, your girl would get a bottle of rubbing alcohol from Little Corner Bodega, get on the bus over there at Chances or Willie's Lounge or Ebony Lounge, S&S, Savoy Manor, wherever. And right before they come to the prison, they take the alcohol, open the door, pour the alcohol on their hand, the rubbing alcohol, and rub their hand. That gets in the crevices to get out whatever is in there, so that there won't be no residue from the money, or even if they was smoking weed, sniffing coke, or whatever they was doing, because they did it all. So now, they got the residue down. So I said, so what happened? He said, this week she came in, she ain't had nothing on her hand. But they know every week they came, she had something on her hand. They figured she would bring me some weed, so they watching her anyway. But now white girl come up, and after they told my girl she had to wait over there, she didn't get test positive for residue, You know what I mean? I said, so why they made her wait? He said, just because she black and we up in the mountains. So if you dudes want to sit here and play these games, breaking the law thing, you're going to go to these white people prison and you're going to have fun, do what you want to do, stop it. Them white people prison ran by white people that look out for white people and don't look out for you black people. So let's get that right. So hands was clean, but they made her wait. They let the white girl in. You understand what I'm saying? Then here it is, 10 minutes later, another white girl come, they test her, you know what I mean? Her hand positive. They pull up ID card out. You know what I mean? They take her in the back, do something, and they walk her right through, but C-Girl still sitting there. So while his girl's sitting there, he wondering like, yo, he on the inside now. He got his clothes creased up. He dressed up. He waiting to go out there, see his baby, you know, see if she got him some weed or whatever, just to see his wife, you know what I mean? To see his baby. So now C goes out there. And he's waiting, he's asking the police, yo, I ain't getting no visit yet. The van here, they calling everybody else from the van. Why they ain't call my girl? Y'all remember how it is when you go to the police and say, yo, my visit ain't get here yet? Because all your homies that took the van, you know what I mean, with your peoples, you understand what I'm saying? All your homies, they went out on the visit and you sitting there waiting and you trying to get out there before 10 o'clock. If you don't get out there before 10 o'clock, you ain't getting out till about 11:30 after 11 o'clock count. Okay? Pay attention. So if you youngins want to go through this bull crap, keep doing it. I'm just giving y'all the real how we had to live. So he's like, he in there, he mad. So see, working out, cause you know, we work out before the visit, get the guns pumping. You know what I mean? So we look all diesel and swole, got chest sticking out, cause the same way, you know what I mean? We look at the baddest females out there. The females look at the best looking dude, chocolate, unique. You know what I mean? So that's how we doing it. So see, waiting on his visit. He's like, where my girl at? Why she didn't get here yet? Police keep telling her, oh, they ain't called you yet. When they call you, they gonna get you. You know what I mean? So he missed the 10 o'clock count. All the homies went out except for C. So after 10 o'clock, they call C to go back out there on a visit. C go out on a visit. So when C go on a visit, he going and his girl sitting down there furious. Y'all getting blessed with this story. Hit that Cash App, man. You know what I mean? And hit that like button and subscribe. C in his feelings. C walk out there and this girl sitting down and this girl like this. So C come over there and he mad. He ready to curse her out like, what, you missed the van and somebody had to drive you up? You know I need you to get up here early. So as soon as he went over there, C said, what was the problem? And she said, man, I've been here. His girl going on. She like, man, I've been here since 8:30 this morning because the van came early. They didn't even come after 9. It came at 8:30 because they left New York at like 6:45, got here at 8:30. I've been out there. They made me wait. They keep bringing these white girls in, this and that, but they telling me to wait. So she said, what? And then right before she came down, there was a white girl that came in. And when the white, pay attention now, God damn it. White girl came in, and when the white girl came in, she goes up there, she tests positive, and they just pulled out a card, and they walked this white girl back in the visit hall. And when they went to walk her back there, C girl said, hold up, how you gonna bring her in front of me? You don't bring 5 girls in front of me, and you got me waiting. You know what I mean? And the white girl said, man, I don't care what you talking about. I'm trying to get back here before 10 o'clock. You deal with that with the police on your own time. You know what I mean? So C girl furious now. She trying to get to this white girl. And the white girl talking trash. You know what I mean? You ain't got no business coming up here anyway. Y'all ain't welcome in Pennsylvania. This is what the white girl telling C girl while she walking in to visit. The police laughing with the white girl because she come up regularly to see her man. You know what I mean? So they know her, and I guess they know from the little backwoods over there by the Amish County where they ride the little horse and buggy and all that, because they got that out there. Look up Amish. You know what I mean? So they go in there, and C girl wanted to get to this girl so bad but couldn't get to her. But by the time she get in there, she's sitting in there furious. C come out there, C asks her, go, yo, what happened? And she say, man, this goddamn police over here playing these games with me. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? And then she's like, and this bitch, you know what I mean? Talking about the white girl. So as soon as police said, what, this police right here? And she said, yeah. And you already know, if you know the Supreme Team, y'all getting a blessing. Hit that Cash App. Hit that Cash App. Hit the like and subscribe. C took off and stole on the cop. Yes. Y'all asked everybody that was in Allenwood. Big shout out to Big C for the Supreme Team. He stole on the police, knocked him dead in his jaw. Boom. Dropped the police. All the other police jump up trying to fight him. I told you, C was just back there doing his push-up. So he fighting 4 or 5 police and he doing his thing. Bang, 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 bang. And while he fighting, doing his thing, his girl already know the visit gonna be over. Pay attention, goddammit. This is how we talk in New York. So his girl know what's going on with everything. So his girl runs over there to the white girl, grabs her by the head, wrap it around her hand, and just start, and his girl is whooping her. C and his girl is whooping the police and the white girl, and they out there fighting in the visiting hall. Picture them fighting in the visiting hall. My man fighting the police, she fighting the white girl. Shit just went haywire. Welcome to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? This is what happened to the penitentiary. Welcome to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? So if you don't think these stories deserve a Cash App, go to another channel, man. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe, man. This is how we do. So C out there, and I mean C is a gorilla. You know what I mean? Anybody know C? That nigga had dubs, old red nigga. That's one of the first red dudes that fight, push that knife. You know what I mean? But they out there fighting the police. Hitman and his girl tore the visiting hall up. Now I'm up in the shoe and he's telling me this and I'm cracking up. You know what I mean? I'm just coming out of ADX from stabbing police. That's my man loyal to the bone. I'm loyal to my man C. So I tell C, yo, which cop is it? Because you know I'm going to go out there and put the knife in him, for, you know what I mean, for even trying my man like that. You know what I mean? And C said, you, man, I love you, man. I know you put the knife in him, so I'm not even going to tell you which one it was, man. You know what I mean? I'm saying, nah, man, who did that to you, my nigga? I don't care if they wearing blue, brown, beige, yellow, whatever. You know what I mean? And he's like, you, chill, you. You know what I mean? But this is how we look out for each other. Because I was ready to go out there and put the knife in the police for disrespecting my man and his girl. You know what I mean? So if y'all trying to live like that, keep breaking the law. Keep selling drugs, keep running your scam and your credit cards and everything else. Big shout out to my man D from Ultramagnetic. Go cop his album, man. Make sure you represent my man D from Ultramagnetic. Look him up. You know what I mean? Big D, official Big D at Instagram. But anyway, that's how we look out for each other, you know? Because he said, I'm not even going to tell you, man, because I know you're going to put the knife in. I said, man, yo, I'm going to go find out who it is, man. And he said, yo, I'm going to let niggas know now. If they tell you who it is, I'm going to see them when I get to wherever because I don't want you getting caught up, man. Go do your bid. You just come out of ADX, man. You close to home. Enjoy your family, man. But that's how we look out for each other. Big shout out to C and the Supreme team. Supreme, Prince, the whole nine. Bimmy, everybody, man. But that's my Big C story. I ain't going to be here all day. I just wanted to give y'all a little, you know what I mean? A little rundown. See if y'all gonna support the hustle. Cause like I said, the game is to be sold, not told. Make sure you cop the book of Rowan Harlem at rowanharlem.com. Got the audio book, you know what I mean? Also at rowanharlem.com. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Just know what it is. And I'm gonna start my consulting thing where you can call me on a direct number. There's a number on the screen. You can use the number to reach me, but don't use that number if you ain't trying to cash at me. I ain't got time to be talking to you for nothing. You understand? Put a donation if you're trying to call that number on the screen. You want to talk direct with Unique Mecca Audio, man. You know what I mean? I'm giving y'all this on YouTube because I'm trying to reach you, but at the same time, these cameras cost phone, these microphones cost money. And my man, Jax, you know what I mean? From Raleigh, from the Secret Vault, he helping me set up this studio editing, and I got to put some money in my editor's pocket, man. And I'm just coming home, so I ain't got it. So y'all say I'm begging or whatever you want to say, but I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? When PBS get up here and say they having their fundraiser every year, and NBC have their annual fundraiser with, what's that boy named Jerry Lewis, y'all don't say a goddamn thing. But a black man telling you donate, now it's a problem. But I know my loyal people know what time it is. So I'm getting ready to tap out. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. All right? It is what it is. Don't say I didn't tell you. Everything good. We in the house, man. This how family do. All right?
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located in Freeport on the Nordica Mile. Just wanted to introduce my partner, Amy.
Hi guys, how are you? And this is my sister-in-law, Diana, another partner. I just ask that you come support our minority-owned business. We serve Asian fusion, Caribbean cuisine, and we have a beautiful restaurant located on the Nautical Mile in Freeport, New York. And we're asking that you come check us out and also make sure to tune in to Mecca Audio TV.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now you trying